Yeah, I feel like talking about this movie as a whole, you got to go into this blind. I know the trailers made it seem like it's going to be a horror film, but no, you got to go into this blind. And if you haven't seen anything over this movie, good luck because my imagination was better than what they just did. So Blink Twice is directed by Zoe Kravitz and her actual directorial debut, and I congratulate her for this one. It stars Channing Tatum and Naomi Aki, where Channing Tatum is this tech billionaire. He invites these people on this island. Everybody's out there to have a good time, party, and everything, until something weird is going on, and I feel like, okay, something is off about this island and these people I'm seeing. That's all of the plot I can give you, and I gotta say, for her directorial debut, Zoe Kravitz kind of killed it with this one. Let me start off by saying, oh my god, this is the year of Channing Tatum because I know we saw him as Gambit in Deadpool Wolverine a month ago, but man, him as this billionaire, the fact that he's all suave, he's calm, he's patient with his words, he invites all these people, he makes it seem like, okay, I'm big, I'm the host of this whole thing, we're here to have a good time and just party. I'm like, okay, he's nice and all, but I feel like he's too nice to the point where I'm like, yeah, something isn't right. And I feel like there's something with his character. I feel like, okay, this is wrong. And Naomi Aki did a good job too because she gets invited by Channing Tatum, and the fact that she's one of the, I wouldn't say one of the most slept on actors because I feel like whenever I see her in a movie, I'm like, it's cool seeing you, but I feel like I haven't seen her in the horror genre, and I feel like, yeah, she did a lot in this to disperse some fear, a lot of investigating, a bit more realization because she's the one who catches on to what's going on in this island. Not everybody sees it. A couple of people around her are like, I'm just here to have a good time. I don't care about what's going on. Everything is fine when everything isn't really. And you have a couple actors, alumni in this because you got Christian Slater, Simon Rex. I haven't seen Gina Davis in a minute, and I'm like, oh, you're in this? Oh, that's kind of nice. And yeah, there's a lot of talent in this movie, but my thing is that, okay, all this talent, and the thing is that I can't talk about this movie exactly for what it is. I can talk about little minor things about the plot, but there's a lot in this movie I feel like, okay, what is and isn't a spoiler? Because this is one of those movies I feel like, yeah, you have to go in and experience it for what it is. There is a warning at the beginning of this film that kind of gives away the mystery, and I feel like this movie's kind of rated R, and I feel like if they didn't do that, I wouldn't have guessed it. But I feel like, yeah, I feel like everything on this island is going to be dealing with this, and for the most part, it is impactful. While trying to figure out a bit of what's been going on this island, I'm like, okay, what is going on this island? Because it does this whole thing where everything is deja vu. You feel like this is the island where I could say it's like Epstein Island for the most part, where everybody's out going off to the resort, everybody's having fun there. They go by every year. People are taking pictures and everything, seeing how you're doing, and they keep you there, but they don't at least address what's going on. You're just there to have drinks, dance, party. Next day, you wake up, do the exact same thing all over again. It's like they're in a trance. Right around the second act is when the whole story goes in a different direction, where I feel like, okay, if nobody was guessing what's going on in this island around here, I feel like this is when everybody should realize, okay, I feel like I have an idea of what's going on, and I thought this too. I'm like, okay, so I feel like something horrifying or something crazy is gonna happen here, but no, this movie goes in a whole new direction where I'm like, yeah, this is scarier than anything I could have thought of. But for the most part, I had a good time with this. I thought I wasn't gonna enjoy it as much because I feel like, yeah, one of these island mystery thrillers. I feel like everybody knows that something horrifying is going on. Either somebody's killing these people, or something is going on that we might not know, but there's gonna pull out a second world twist. And I feel like even though it's a directorial debut, there's something I feel like that's missing in this movie where you get a resolution, but the resolution doesn't add up to where it actually ends off because I feel like there's a whole section of this movie I feel like is missing, but I'm not sure if that's meant to be on purpose or that's just the way they decided to end it things. But I feel like, okay, if you would have added something that would have put in placed here, I'm not trying to say exactly what it is, it would have made a bit more sense. And I feel like, yeah, I want to see how that happened here. How did you zig here, but then again, it zagged? But besides that, I feel like, yeah, this is one of those movies you can actually watch on a late night Tuesday. I had a good time, and my theater sort of enjoyed it too because I feel like, yeah, they weren't in on the mystery factor. They were there surprised when the stuff went down. But I feel like, okay, me feeling like, okay, I feel like I have to know where things are going, pinpointing all the clues and trying to figure this whole thing out. I feel like I almost had it, But no, my imagination was a bit more safer than what this movie did. Those are my thoughts, and I just want to say, if you want to go see Blink Twice, hope you have a good time because that movie's going to keep reminding you if you're having a good time. So, thank you guys for watching. Leave a like, subscribe if you haven't already. All my social media is down in the description below, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye, guys.